Hi Leo, welcome to your week ahead reading. This is for week commencing the 15th of September. Bella is in the house, so I'm going to apologise now because she's a bit moany groany. She's just laying down there at the moment. Anyway, these are the moonology cards. First time using them today, so let's crack on. We'd like 2 cards, please and thank you. For Leo, we have the first quarter moon in Gemini, and we have the first quarter moon in Libra. The messages of these cards is speak your world into being. That kind of means, doesn't it? Like, what are your desires? What are your, what do you really want? Talk about it, write it down, say it, have a mantra when you wake up in the morning. Speak your world into being. And then keep your heart open. Don't lock it away just for one person. Open up. Let's have a look. See what the tarot has to say for Leo. Dear Spirit Guides and Angels, please join me in this reading for Leo and make it helpful, hopeful, and helpful. Oh, healing. Wow, I said that wrong. I said helpful twice. I don't know, maybe it... Oh, interesting start already, Leo. What's the focus? Oh my gosh, okay. What is the focus for Leo, please and thank you? Queen of Swords. I like that for you. Oh, King of Cups is your opportunity. Definitely keeping your heart open there. I might have to kick her out in a minute. She's been too noisy. Challenge for Leo, please and thank you. 8 of Pentacles. And bubbling under the surface. 2 of Pentacles. Advice and outcome, please and thank you for Leo. Oh my gosh, she's so groany. We have the Hanged Man. Okay, Queen of Swords has a focus. They're saying, speak your world into being. Now, the Queen of Swords would be very good at that. She speaks the truth. She's a truth seeker. She's very firm and fair. She doesn't mince her words. There's something about you being very assertive next week with somebody or a situation, but keeping your emotions out of it. Interestingly, though, it says keep your heart open. Keep it open, but don't involve it, is what I feel like that Queen of Swords wouldn't. She's open to suggestions, but she certainly wouldn't just go along with something for the sake of it. The King of Cups is your opportunity. Now, the King of Cups as an opportunity is to, be very open and honest in a relationship, a friendship. He's obviously the master of his suit. He's a king, very counselling energy also. Maybe there's an opportunity for you to open up and speak to somebody in a professional manner. He kind of like gets his trophy, his crown, if you like, because the King of Cups traditionally has been down to the deepest, darkest depths of the ocean, emotionally speaking, and gone through, been there, done that, got the t-shirt, came back up, and knows exactly now how to handle relationships and emotions. And he's incredibly stable. So there's an opportunity maybe for you to stabilize something within a relationship or your emotions itself. Coming to terms maybe with something too. 8 of Pentacles is your challenge. Now, the 8 of Pentacles is independent working. And this is about, so for instance, if you had to work a night shift into the night, that's your job. That's your job. You know what's at the end of it. You've got a goal a financial goal at the end of it. She's burning the candle here at night. I don't know if you're overworking here, Leo. If you're working independently, are you, is there a lack of balance between relationship and work? And maybe that's kind of getting in the way a bit, because the 2 of Pentacles is what's bubbling under the surface. And this is, for me, when I see the 2 of Pentacles, yes, it's Pentacles are our financial situations. time and energy also, because I always say, what's your coinage? Is money worth more at the moment, or is your time and energy worth? Is that the value? And now when it's bubbling onto the surface, and she's trying to juggle two things here, and it's like, whatever this is, are you, for me, I just feel with that Eight of Pentacles as a challenge, there's an imbalance of work hard, play hard here. Because, there has to be that balance. If not, you're going to burn yourself out. The Hanged Man is your advice. That's funny, isn't it? It's like what the Hanged Man does, he just takes a step back. It's like, get off that treadmill, Leo. There's something that you need to look at something from a different perspective also. Are you afraid that if you take your foot off the pedal, whatever you're doing, you'll lose momentum? And so therefore it's like, I've got to keep going. But all that's going to happen then is, you're going to burn your stores away, aren't you? Your storage of energy and inspiration can be depleted because you're so tired. Interesting. Let's have a look with this Queen of Swords, though. What is she all about? There's an opportunity to be, a focus is the Queen of Swords. Focus on being, again, you've got to cut off some things that aren't serving you, or some people around you maybe. And be a bit forthright and assertive with your words and communication. Be honest. Ooh, I like that. Knight of Cups, very romantic. It's funny, isn't it? The Queen of Swords is very truthful, very, very, like, as I say, blunt with how she says things. But the focus is the Knight of Cups, and it's like you're giving something to somebody, or focus on receiving. Oh my gosh, I'm going to kick her out. Focus on receiving some love and attention that perhaps, or an offer of a date or something. I just feel, but I feel by you getting in that Queen of Swords mode brings in something that you're not expecting. The reaction is not going to be what you think. The Knight of Cups is the knight in shining armor. There's an apology here for something, Leo, is what I feel. Or I just felt that, there's a 50-50 thing going on. They just told me to look at the bottom of the deck, Seven of Cups. So there's a lot of procrastinating over something here too. But there's like somebody or something's going to meet you halfway, and I don't know what's making me say that. I'm going to do another one on that Knight of Cups. Who are you coming in with? It's like by putting the cards on the table, something new comes in. You got the Hermit, attributed to Virgo. Now, the Hermit's lantern is actually lighting up the Knight of Cups. It's something to do with, I do feel it's like some sort of apology coming in. But you've had to get in that Queen of Swords mode and put your foot down. The Hermit as a focus is saying focus on your inner critique. Go within, have a good think. Oh, it says speak your world into being too, which is what the Queen of Swords would do. This is really interesting. The Hermit can also represent feeling a bit isolated. The Queen of Swords would certainly isolate herself from those that are, words that are said. And yeah, I just think it's like cards on the table, Leo, next week. King of Cups is your opportunity. And as I say, wearing your heart on your sleeve, that's what the King of Cups does. He's not afraid to show his emotions. Look at that, Knight of Swords. Wow. Knight of Swords is an opportunity to stop talking about it and do something about it without sounding too blunt, Leo. This is something that's gone on for a while and it needs to be said and done and dusted. Eight of Pentacles. Is your challenge. You might have to put it on the back burner for a little while. Oh, Three of Swords as a challenge. There's upset and something to do with what you're currently doing. Are you doing too many hours? Are you working into the night? That's what I'm saying. And it's upsetting somebody. There's not autonomy within a relationship or a friendship here. Yeah, me and you are going to fall out in a minute, Bella. I'm going to do one more on that Three of Swords for you, Leo. Let's have a look. Emperor. Wow. Okay, so the Emperor, as a challenge, is somebody who does not like change. Somebody, it's their way or the highway. They think they're always right. Very quite stubborn energy, quite an old-fashioned energy too. Maybe you're dealing with that, and that's kind of like getting in the way of what you want to do. The Emperor's really set in their ways. Very fatherly energy. For some of you, could be dealing with a father here. Two of Pentacles is it's bubbling under the surface. I just think there's something here, that perhaps is going to take a little bit of juggling, That's what she's doing with those Pentacles. Financially even, are you going to have to take your foot off the plate so you're not earning as much money, but you're going to rekindle something here with that Knight of Cups? Ace of Wands, look at that. I love that. Now, all you're trying to do, I feel, is be inspired and feel, really, you're really energetic about this. You're really, what's the word? What's the word when you feel like entrepreneurial? Because the Ace of Wands is like having a fire in your belly about something. You've got a great idea, but it's bubbling under the surface because you've still got to sort out this work-life balance, perhaps, and even the financial aspect to it. As I say, maybe you're going to have to cut some hours down in order to get something back, but you're going to have to be honest and truthful and be the Queen of Swords about it. Now, the Hanged Man is your advice and outcome. And the advice of the Hanged Man is take a step back and look at something from a different perspective, turn it on its head. Five of Swords. Wow. As advice, walk away. Are you getting involved with arguments that you shouldn't really be, and they're just pushing your buttons? As Mel Robbins says, let them. Yeah. Give them the swords. You can see this guy here. Swords represent our communication, our thoughts, our mindset. You can see this guy here. He's like winning at all costs here, and he thinks he's won. It's like, but they haven't. You're the winner by walking away. There's something about you not getting drawn into arguments next week and conflict, and that is why you stepping back and taking a different perspective on something. Interesting. Manifestation cards are what we're going to finish on. Let's see what the message is here, please and thank you, for Leo. Kindness changes everything. Want to see your life change for the better today? Then be the kindest you've ever been to every person you encounter. You know what? Kill them with kindness is what I say. That's exactly what I say. Light will always outshine darkness. So be the kindest you've ever been. Just let them as well, you know, Leo. Don't get involved. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let's see how that goes for you next week, Leo. Let me know if it resonates, and I'll catch up with you next week. Thank you, as always, for watching and being here. Take care.